Fala galera, estou de volta aqui jogando The Stanley Parable. É isso, mano? The Stanley Parable. É, Parábola de Stanley. Pô, cara, eu acho que é um dos jogos mais diferentes que eu já joguei. Facilmente um dos jogos mais assim que me surpreendeu. PlayStation deu ele e, cara, o jogo é bom, hein? Cara, eu nem sei se eu zerei o jogo, porque o jogo é tão maluco que eu não sei, mano. Tipo, mano, vocês têm noção? É um troféu que você só consegue daqui 10 anos. Literalmente. Você tem que ficar 10 anos sem jogar o jogo. Mas enfim. É. Pô, é um jogo. Tem muito. Eu tenho que jogar. Eu sei que eu tô reiniciando entre aspas porque eu tava jogando. Não vou dar muito spoiler, mas o jogo abertamente falou: desligue seu PlayStation. E aí eu desliguei. E é isso. Então eu vou iniciar o jogo aqui, vamos ver o que acontece. Ah, e tem um. É um jogo. Não tem muita ação, é um jogo mais de andar, caminhar e conversar.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Voltei aqui. Acabei de ganhar um troféu aqui do jogo. Não sei se aparece no vídeo. Enfim, ganhei um troféu de reiniciar o jogo. Eu. Cara, não sei. Dependendo do desenrolar do jogo contra, que me fez ter que desligar o PlayStation. Mas vamos lá.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Cara,
What
esse
could
jogo
it
tem
mean?
muitos caminhos.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Eu
memo.
sei que vai ter esse narrador aí só falando. Então, cara, eu sei que teve um troféu. Só pra falar, o jogo não é de terror, não. É que, sei lá, a primeira vez que eu dei uma olhada no jogo me deu uma impressão de jogo de terror. Que o espaço é muito liminal, cara. Mas, enfim. É. Enfim, esse jogo é meio doidão. Cara, eu ganhei um troféu porque eu fui apertando as portas. E aí uma hora eu só fiquei. Eu cheguei, acho que nessa 29, foi na 30, eu comecei a apertar loucamente e o narrador começou a mandar umas instruções, no final no final eu ganhei um troféu. Enfim. Vamos lá. Esse jogo parece que tem. Cara. Parece que tem muita rota. Tem muita escolha. Em nenhum momento, tipo, nada se repetiu e tudo foi bem loucão.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Cara, eu fui muito por essa. Eu vou por essa. Eu só
This
fui
was
uma.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Vai que alguma árvore, sei lá.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
O negócio é. Né? Mano, por que tem esse degrau aqui? O tamanho disso.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Cara, a última vez que eu joguei eu vim por aqui, então dessa vez não vou seguir não.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Esse narrador brinca, hein? Cara, às vezes ele é engraçado. Não vou mentir não, teve uma hora que eu achei engraçadão o que ele falou, até dei leves risadas. Tá. Não, pode causar morte. Penalidade do cargo, penalidade. Aqui. Tá, ok. O. Mano, sei lá, esse jogo, cara, ele. Mano, olha isso, ele tá. Mano, ele tá me enchendo. Ele tá pedindo pra eu pular praticamente. Eu não vou pular.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Abre essa porta pra nós. Hein? Não tem como eu cair não, mano. Perigo, pipipi, popopó. Vamos lá. Aqui. Tá. Ah, tá.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Eu entrei pela porta vermelha. Então, teoricamente, aqui eu volto para um lugar que eu já estive.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Não.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
O pior é que eu quase... Se eu não olho pra trás, eu não vejo que tem a porta.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Mano,
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
mano, cara. Que isso? Ah, eu vou aqui de novo.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Ah, mano. Não é tipo. Sei lá, não me senti competitivo não, daria uma experiência de. 3, vai.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You
O cara
wouldn't
vai
mind taking a
reiniciar
look at
meu
it, would
jogo,
you?
mano.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Pra falar que esse bagulho de
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Mano, o barulho é muito alto, cara. Eu tomei um susto. Não vai morrer, não vai morrer! Quanto tempo será que as pessoas ficam aqui, mano? Será que algum cara ficou, tipo, sei lá, 2 dias aqui? É muito alto, cara. Não! Quase. E se eu deixar ele morrer? E se eu... Ah, não, eu consigo, Badal. Não se vá.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ah.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious
parece
to
aquele
me
jogo
that
de
you were meant to
terror
play
lá,
as a
mano.
creepy man, spying on innocent
Ai, mano, eu
civilians
não
below
lembro o
you
nome,
from
cara.
up high in your creep tower.
Eu acho
Perhaps
que era
for
alguma
some
coisa
sort of
Iron
twisted
Bark,
erotic
mano.
purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Pô, eu conheço esse jogo, mano. É um jogo real isso, se não me engano. Mas não é de terror, né?
Oh no. No, 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 it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
Não, me
Let's
tira
find
não.
another
Me
game.
tira daqui não.
Preferably something with walls. Something
Eu
with
quero
nice,
sair.
big,
Eu quero sair.
insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Só pode estar de brinca.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
Só
There isn't
pode
any
estar de
possibility that you could get lost here.
Sempre
Now
vai aparecer
this
carrão.
is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Cadê a bola?
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Não, mano, sou fechadão com os laranja não. Ó, ó, ó. Tá maluco.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than
Bora
my
fazer o
miserable
outing aqui,
little
bora
story
fazer o
that I worked so hard on?
Ó,
Stanley,
daqui,
I have
daqui, daqui, daqui.
And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure,
Eita,
then
eita,
surely
eita, gol, gol,
multiple
é gol, é gol.
balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls!
Mais bola pra mandar no laranjinha. Será que se eu mandar... Esse jogo não tem muita conquista e nem todo... Eu vou mandar todas pro laranja, mano. Quero que o laranja perca.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game?
Pô, por incrível
Well, I
que
sure
pareça,
hope you're
é.
having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you'd like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
E se eu cair aqui?
Hold on. What are you doing?
Tô me matando. E ó.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Parece ter um chão, mas eu não sei se tem mesmo. Tá muito escuro. Ok. O narrador sumiu mesmo. Tem como eu ir pra lá? Ah. Vamos pra trás. O bagulho virou jogo de terror, mano. Vou colocar a música dos Backrooms. Porque está muito. Mano, tá. Mas se eu jogo um jogo de terror nesse cenário, eu realmente fico meio com medo, mano. Pô, parece que aquela hora que eu tive duas escolhas, sabe? A única luz acesa. 427, meu escritório original. Isso é um espelho ou uma outra sala? É uma outra sala. Hum, eu acho que se eu reiniciar o jogo aqui, eu vou tipo.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Caramba. Eu achei que o jogo ia me obrigar a reiniciar.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Cara,
had
acho
simply
que
missed a
tá
memo.
bom, né? Eu vou encerrando o vídeo por aqui, galera. Espero que tenham gostado. Valeu, falou e fui!